Hey, what's up everybody? It's Isaac from Alchemy, here with episode 9 of the Alchemy Devlog. In this episode, we're going to talk about video chat. It's out there, it's live, you can use it now. We've got Multitrack audio that just went live as well. We added D&D Beyond import to the Premades tab of Universes. You can get those Premades in from D&D Beyond. And we've got Marketplace Quickstarts to get you in a game very quickly from those Marketplace modules. I'll also walk through what we have on deck, give you a little sneak peek at some future stuff. It's going to be good. Let's dive in. Let's take a look at the new Quick Start feature. I'm going to head over to our marketplace and take a look at the adventures in here. Let's take a look at the Heart of Daco from Hit Point Press. This is a Humblewood adventure. This one's actually free on our marketplace. So any module on the marketplace that has scenes in it, this one has 12 scenes, it will now give you the option to launch a Quick Start right from the marketplace. So right after you purchase something, it'll show you this Launch Quick Start button so you can get started with a new game using that module quickly and easily. You can also view the universe from here. That was the old functionality, would take you to a universe. That's still there. But clicking on Launch Quick Start will launch that game for you really quickly. So once you're in the game, you've got, let me make sure this music's turned down. You've got all the scenes that were in that module all ready to rock. We've got maps, we've got scenes, music, everything's ready to play. So you can just quickly and easily get started with one click. You can always use our Quick Start modal as well to select this module, but if you're just picking something up on the marketplace, this is a great way to get started quickly. Let's use this game as an example of video chat. So I'm going to open Edit Game here and scroll down. We've got a new option at the bottom here for video chat. Turning this on is also going to enable voice chat because that would be kind of silly to just see faces but not hear people. So they both turn on at the same time. We'll enable that for this game and save it. That gives us a new video drawer over here. So a new button appears on the right side. This pops open the video drawer for all of the participants in your game. And by default, your camera is not on, just like your microphone is not unmuted when you join a game. That can sometimes trip you up, but it's certainly a privacy concern to just open those up when you join a game. So we leave it up to you to decide when you want to unmute and when you want to turn your camera on. So this button at the bottom of the video drawer will allow me to enable or disable my camera. So as you can see here, I've got the same camera that I'm using for the devlog recording over here. You can switch between different cameras. So if I wanted to switch to this other camera that's over here, I can switch to that and it will change that for everybody who's connected. I'll switch back to this one and I'm going to add another player to this game. Before I add that other player, one thing to note about this feature is that when there's no one else on the game with you, your microphone button is disabled. You can't enable or disable your microphone until someone else joins, but you can enable your video to be able to see yourself and make sure that you like your background and, I don't know, do your hair, whatever it is you need to do before your game starts. Practice some voices, I guess. Let's get another player in here. I'm going to get the old reliable test account over in this game. We'll add them, and over in another browser window that you can't see, I'm going to hop on in. Okay, so we see the Void Render Plus testing video feed has popped up here. I'm going to jump on that window and turn it to the other camera and then turn it on. So now I should see that pop in. Great. I've got both players connected. We're on video. We're doing our thing. If video ever becomes too much for you in a game, feel free to just close that drawer. Focus on the game. Focus on the immersion of the visuals. Listen to the sounds and ignore everybody that you're playing with over here in the real world. That's what I would do if I ever played games. Scheduling. By far the hardest boss in any game. Oh, look, I don't have motion enabled. Let's get those nice motion effects going. Okay, cool. This is video chat. It works great. We love it. We're excited to have it out there for everybody. Please give it a try and let us know what you think about the new video chat and the voice chat. It has been overhauled as well. I should mention that there's now built-in background like noise canceling stuff going on. We've got noise suppression built in and working. I believe that's only available in Chrome. and in our desktop app. So watch out for that. If you're a Firefox or Safari user, you may not get that, but maybe you don't want it. I don't know. Let's get this stuff out of the way and take a look at the new Multitrack audio feature. So to set this up, you'll hop into your scene details as a game master. Go ahead and click on the edit button and go over to the scene tab. And there are some new fields here. You've got background music has been there forever. That's your background music for the scene. We've added a new one called background sound. This is for an environmental sound bed. If you wanted wind whipping through pines or a babbling brook in the wilderness, different sort of sounds like that, or you could get creative and really use it for whatever you want. The important part to note is that both of these tracks play at the same time, and they each have their own volume control that's accessible to each player connected, so they can choose how to mix those on their end of things. They can have the music be super loud and the sound be completely off, or the other way around, or have them both off. It's up to them to choose how that mixes on their end. And for 5th edition games, we have this encounter music and encounter sound. That's sort of the same thing. When you switch into initiative mode, you've got that battle music that comes on, and maybe you want a sound of like marching orcs or something. I don't know. So yeah, feel free to select some audio there. Once you've got it set up, you can adjust the volume here in the party panel on that mixer where you get people's volumes as well as the old music volume. You can adjust those independently. So set your sound wherever you'd like and your music wherever you like. Again, this is only for that sound bed for the track. It's not for other sounds like player voices. Those are controlled separately. Hopefully this helps level up the immersion in your games with some really cool layers to add to the soundscape. Next up, let's take a look at the D&D import process for Universe Premades. I'm going to leave this game and head over to my content universes and go to one that I've created. Let's go with a new one. We'll create a Devlog 9 universe. I'm going to make this a 5th edition universe, of course, because I'm about to import a D&D Beyond character into it, and that would be not great in other universes. So, systems. Okay, we've got this universe created. Let's go to D&D Beyond and find ourselves a character to import. Okay, great. I've got some of my characters here. I'm going to take Malaros Void Ripper. We'll click on that guy and click on the share button and get this shareable link. We'll copy that and head back over to Alchemy. Cool. So I'm in the web app right now, which actually doesn't have the ability to import from Beyond. My bad. Make sure you're using our desktop app, and I will see you there in just a moment. So in the desktop app, go ahead and head over to your universe and your module and click on the Premades tab. And as long as you've got an active Alchemy Unlimited account, you can go into here and click on Import from Beyond. And this will bring up this menu for you to paste a link to your character sheet. This is the one that I had copied from there just a few moments ago. And I simply click Import Character, and in just a few moments, it's going to pull that character in and add it to the Premades for this universe module. So I've got my full character in here with all of its stats, its spells, its description, everything that we had over there is ready to go. And I can then connect this universe module to a game and use this premade for my players. So if you've got players who have characters in D&D Beyond and you want to bring them into your campaign, one quick and easy way to do it is to create a universe module like this one and import all those premades here, and then when they join the game, they can either select them for themselves from the Premades tab of the character creation modal, or you can do that for them after you've added them to the game. Okay, last up for this week, I'm going to show you a sneak peek at a feature that is almost ready, but isn't quite out there. It is very close to the finish line. As I'm recording this, it is not live, but it will be very soon. And that is a persistent journal. So over here on the left, you've got the journal where you can post messages to your game, you can do dice rolls, all the actions and everything pop in there for everyone to see. Up until now, these have been ephemeral, so they disappear after the game session and they're never found again. But we're rolling out the option, and this is optional, in the game settings you'll be able to turn on this Save Journal Messages setting. Again, this isn't live yet. Sorry, I think my UI scale was down there. The save journal messages option is here in the edit game modal. This is coming very soon to production. It's not there yet. As you can see, I'm on my local host. But turning that on will cause all of the messages in your game to be saved. That's not what's happening. It is definitely not a secret. And that counts for dice rolls. That counts for if you were to add an NPC to your scene and do some actions as them, like Jakar's bite attack action. That will be saved as well. I'm going to go ahead and reload this game to show you that some of those messages, the earlier ones, have disappeared. My message about saying hi and that first dice roll. The rest of these, since I turned on that setting, have been persisted, and they'll be here forever. We're going to roll out a way to delete them really soon, but it's not going to be in the first release of this, so keep that in mind, I guess. But you'll be able to scroll back through the history of your games using this feature and load more of these messages in to reminisce about sessions past or look up an old roll and just generally keep good records of your games, I guess. So keep an eye out for this. It should be live really soon, any day now. But again, it is not live in production just yet, so this counts as a little bit of a sneak peek for you. Okay, let's take a look at what's coming up next. We'll take a look at our trusty roadmap here. I have just updated it this afternoon. I have not stamped our release for the day yet. That's coming soon. You'll see this update very soon. Well, you're in the future. You already see it. It's already live. So let's take a look at what's new here. We've got video chat out there in the wild. That one's crossed off. We've got a green check mark. Boy, that feels good. We've got multi-track audio out there in the wild, so you can have that dynamic audio experience with music and ambient audio. It's very good. Coming up next, here's a big one. You know it takes a bunch of clicks to do stuff in Alchemy. The reason for that is mostly tablet and touch interface friendliness. We're adding a right-click action menu to most things in the game UI, so you'll be able to right-click to bring up a context menu of the actions that are normally at the bottom. Those will just show up wherever your mouse is, and you'll be able to click them and easily invoke those actions as needed with fewer mouse movements required, which is good for those of us with RSI. Not that I would know. You're tired of hearing about this one, but we've also got Snap to Grid coming soon. I swear I really haven't touched this in a week or two because I've been busy with other things, but we've got Snap to Grid coming soon to tactical mode. We've got grid configuration. You'll be able to do all the things that I've promised you in previous episodes, like change between squares and hexes, change the opacity, change the color of the grid to make it more visible on dark and light maps, and other good stuff for making tactical mode more user-friendly and more powerful for your games. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Next week, we're also going to have our knowledge base. That's been in progress for quite a while now. We're going to plug that in whatever way we can, most likely in this help section of the app down here. So you'll be able to dive through a bunch of really detailed articles in our knowledge base about how to do stuff and learn all the goodness. You saw my preview of persisting journal messages. That is coming really soon, any day now. And then we're going to be working on some more good stuff with journal. The last thing we really want to finish out there is being able to send things into the journal, send a weapon into the journal, send a character sheet into the journal, different things like that. Basically anything you can find in the app, send it to the journal so that people can see it. That's not likely to go live in the next interval before our next episode of the devlog, but that's definitely something we'll be working on soon. And then beyond those things, we've got lots of work to do on tactical mode. You can see the rest of the things on our roadmap here. Lots to do there for the V1 launch and lots of systems to continue building out support for. So lots of good stuff coming. Okay, last up for this video, we've got the version 1 Kickstarter for Alchemy coming soon. It was supposed to happen on April 18th. I mentioned that in the last episode. We pushed it out by a week. It's now happening on April 25th. So if you've signed up to get notified, that doesn't matter to you because you're just going to get an email from Kickstarter when it goes live on Tuesday. But it's now coming out next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Watch for that Kickstarter to go live. Get in there, be the first backer. I can't wait to see who it is. I know a few people who are waiting and will be racing. But yeah, get out there and click that button to get notified. Save that project to your Kickstarter page. Watch the teaser to get psyched. We'll be dropping a few more details about that in the coming days. We have sent a lot of email blasts over the last week plus, with all of our partnerships that are coming in that. Just so much good content, so many incredible things coming to the platform this year. I'm very excited for it, and you should be too. So go get notified on Kickstarter. That's all for this episode of the Alchemy Devlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, head on down below, hit the like button, subscribe for future videos. You can go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know what you like about this update to Alchemy. Let us know what you'd like to see in future updates. We've also got a link down below for a Google form where you can submit long-form questions that I will answer on a future episode of the Devlog in a video response. So go ahead and take advantage of that if you'd like. You can also sign up for a free account down below. If you haven't done that already, get on our website, sign up for Alchemy for free, try it out. You can build really immersive, really cool games really easily. That's our thing. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Let's go play some games.